Hi, it's Penny Wolf, and I have another thrift video to share with you today. And I have a few sold items to share with you. Also, if you haven't watched any of my other videos before, my name is Penny Wolf, and I sell on eBay, top rated power seller on eBay, and I sell on Poshmark Ambassador. And I have other videos up also of thrift haul videos and ship with me or what sold videos. Anyhow, we'll get right to it. I'll show you the few items that sold first. It's kind of been slow the last few days, and these were just, a few sales that sold. However, very grateful for all of the sales. The first item is a little Victoria's Secret baby doll nightie, and Victoria's Secret lingerie sells. Some of the clothing don't. You're gonna want to check comps, but the lingerie does, especially like the old vintage gold label too. But this is just a regular. It's not a vintage gold. There was a little bit of attention on both sites. These sales are all actually eBay, and this sold for $20. I do charge for shipping for all of the items that I send out on eBay. This item I took a chance because I think this is kind of dated, the style, but it's called easel, and it is really cute, but I thought, oh, I don't know, this is kind of dated looking, but it's kind of, I would consider a little lagging look, but it was just kind of like that oversized look. But anyhow, and I don't even know if that's real popular now, but it's called easel, and this sold for $11.50, and they paid for shipping. There was a little bit of tension on Posh for this too, but it sold on eBay. And this here, I do sell plus size clothing, and this is a 3X, and it's just kind of, it was called Andre by Unit. And with plus size clothing, it's not always about the brand, it's the style a lot. There's a lot, quite a few brands that I pick up with plus size clothing that I wouldn't pick up in, smaller size clothing. However, this is really cute. It's just a black basic, but it has like belt cuffs. It actually is very cute. You get close, it looks faded, but this is really what it looks like. Anyhow, this sold for $9.50, not a ton, but at least it sold, and they paid for shipping. This I thought was very, this should be trending because for spring, summer 2021, they show a lot of florals. And I kept the price up. I didn't, I was sending out some offers on eBay, and I didn't go real low on it. It's a Jones New York, which smaller size clothing I wouldn't really pick up, but in plus size, this is a 2X. It actually is a very pretty blouse. It's very nice condition, and this sold for $20. And this also, they paid for shipping, and all these. This next item, I just took a really low offer on it because I shouldn't have probably picked it up to begin with. It's Forever 21, but it's Forever 21 plus, meaning the plus size. And I think this would be, I think it's a 1X. And but it's a full length, little tank dress, and it's really cute. It's kind of like an army green. And, like I said, I probably shouldn't have picked it up. Forever 21 clothing is not very expensive to begin with. I would not recommend picking it up for your eBay store or your Poshmark closet much, unless it's something on style. Now, do comps. There may be stuff that really sells. However, some of the styles are really cute. Do you ever have brands that are really hard to pass up, even though you probably shouldn't pick them up? Forever 21, some of it is because it's super cute. However, this is called Forever 21 Plus. I probably wasn't showing tags on all the rest of this. I should have probably. Sorry about that. Sold for $6.50. They paid shipping. I just wanted to get rid of it. Especially it's very seasonal too. Anyhow, that completes the sales. Like I said, not that many, but it all adds up. Now, those sales would have been from last night and this morning. I already had other sales yesterday that got shipped yesterday because they sold before I shipped. I think yesterday, the last time I looked, I think it was around $134 or something like that sold. That would have been, gross or whatever. And sometimes I ain't sure if that includes the shipping or not, on that. However, that's what it was. It's just been kind of quiet lately. May have pick up. We'll get on with the haul. Let's see what I have for today. I have a few other hauls that I'll be doing too. Because I have, some items that I'd like to share with you. That's one of the fun parts about doing the video is that you get to share some of the things that you find. Also, you know what? I have learned the most from the videos. I really have. I do, the Facebook groups and things like that, and I do the comms, what's sold, and that's extremely important. But as far as the brands and things like that and styles, the YouTube videos have really been beneficial. They really have. And I thought, I've been doing this for quite a little while now, and hopefully I can share some valuable content to other people, especially people just starting out, or even, just people that's been selling for a long time. Styles and brands are changing. What might have been popular a few years ago might not be popular now. Anyhow, if you'd like, you can subscribe, and then you can get notifications when I put up the new videos, or you can check out the other videos I already have up. And it moves the videos up in the suggested videos on YouTube also, and maybe other people will find the videos and get some valuable content. This is a Venus. I do pick up Venus, and Venus is not a really expensive line, but it's really cute, and Venus stuff sells. It doesn't sell for a lot, but it usually always sells. And this is like kind of like an asymmetrical hem, and it's a tank. It's very long. It's like a tunic black. I don't know, $10, $15 maybe. And like I said, I charge for shipping on all the items. I list everything on eBay, and then I pick and choose what I want to list over on Posh if I think it'll sell over there. Kind of particular on what I put over on Posh, because there are a couple of reasons. The fees are kind of hefty, on some of the stuff. If you're not selling items for very much money, that takes quite a little bit out. And it's quite a little bit of a chunk even when it is something expensive. However, it's still a very nice platform and to sell on. But two, you're doing all that sharing. And you got to make sure that, you want to do all that sharing on items that I think that's going to be worth the time, doing all that sharing. But there's a lot of great benefits with Posh. One thing, the shipping's all the same. There's no discretion or having to try to figure it out. As long as it's under 5 pounds, it's the same price. And that's really nice. You don't have to do all that and to decide whether you're going to do free shipping or charge for shipping like on eBay. And the other thing is generally you don't have as many returns. There are some instances and cases where they do return, but it's very low. It's very few and far between. I also add to my listings no returns for any reason, because sometimes, they'll come up with some, oddball reason. I've had a few returns, but not very many. And that's one thing that's really great about Posh. You don't have to contend with a lot of that, and they state there's not supposed to be returns. They do make some exceptions. This I picked up because it's for the plus size women. It's a Lane collection, which would be like Lane Bryant. But I thought it'd be really cute for summer. It's a high-low, and it probably won't sell for very much, maybe $10 or $15. But I thought this would be very, very cute for summer, and that would be with the Lane Bryant. I don't pick up all Lane Bryant in the plus size, but some things I do. It just depends. I don't think it was super expensive to begin with, but and it's probably oversaturated. This I picked up because it's a Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret bathing suit stuff sells. And sometimes you can just have the top or just have the bottom and they still sell. This is just the top. And I thought it was kind of neat. I really don't know what the saying is on this, but it's got like a graphic print on that. Isn't it pretty though? It's kind of almost like it's sparkly there, and then it has this animal print thing here, and I guess somebody could pair it with maybe a solid black, a solid pink or white or gray bathing suit bottom. But it's Victoria's Secret. I haven't priced it out yet. I haven't been selling too much of the bathing suits. I haven't come across too many lately, or separates. However, I did just have a bathing suit go out. I think it was yesterday. I've had it for a really long time. I took a low price on it for $17. It was a 2-piece bikini because the bottoms were like a smaller medium, but the top was really large. It was like a larger size. And I thought it was kind of a hard combination to sell. But some of them sell, for quite a little bit. But do your comps, before you pick up very much of it. This is... This is a Victoria's Secret. Now, this is gold, and I haven't seen this style gold label, and I don't know if this is vintage. I got to check it out. I know what the traditional gold style label is, but this may be because it's a very tiny tag. And I know it's hard. It doesn't show very clear on here when I get these tags very close, but it is gold, and I'll have to check. But this is a one-piece teddy, and this will sell. And I don't know. This could sell maybe $20, $30. The gold label... I don't know if it is a gold label, it could more. It could be like maybe 40 or something, or 45. I don't know. This I picked up on style only, not for the brand, and I might have been really off on picking this off as far as making off on the decision. It's floral and it's beaded, but it's a bustier kind of like top or sleeveless top. That's the only reason I picked it up. And I think it's a little dated looking. However, you know, it's very, florals are very popular right now, and bustiers are very popular. This is like a sleeveless, and it's also like a cropped. I thought I'd take a chance, but isn't actually, it's a very pretty look. It's all like pearls. It's like got pearls attached to it. And the brand, like I said, I would, this is that LOV Culture, Love Culture brand. I would not pick that up any other way. Gonna try to flip this. I don't know. It might sit and might not sell, or it might sell. I'd say maybe between 10 and 15, maybe 20, but you know, somewhere around there. This here, now this is what I call the traditional Victoria's Secret gold label, and this is what it looks like. Hopefully we can get it to show on there. It's golden, and that would be the traditional. Now, if you find silk, whether it's gold label or not, it's worth more money. This, I do not know if this is silk. This is, no, I think it's polyester. Let's see, I gotta get my glasses. Oh, this is polyester blend. However, it is a satin. It feels like silky material, but it's black with it being gold label. They range, you know, 15 to 40, you know. It's worth picking up. I really like to sell lingerie because it's really light. You know, it's really easy to store. It's really lightweight. I think it's easy to list, and it's very easy for, you know, storage and shipping. And it depends on what store that you go to purchase it at as to where your price points are at on that. A lot of these things I get for $1 when I shop on the dollar days, or I get it for 25% off and 30% off at different times. And with the senior citizen discounts, it's 25% off. And then if you take your red bag with Salvation Army, you get an extra 5 for the 30. However, and you know, sometimes if they have they have the half off sales, but sometimes I, you know, will pay full price. It depends on what it is. I picked this up. This I either paid full price or got like the 25 or 30% off. And it's called Body by Nancy Gantz, because I just sold a tank top by Nancy Gantz, and I wasn't familiar with that, but it did sold their shapewear. However, you can't sell, even though this is shapewear, you can't sell used underwear or anything like that, or used shapewear on eBay. Now, the tops, like when I pick up the Spanx, it's kind of like a tank top, a cami, or, you know, something like that, or a slip if it's the longer style. This, I don't know. I might not be able to list this on eBay. I'll try maybe on Posh. And I thought about it. I was thinking about it last night and went, I can't really list that. I don't know. Anyhow, I was a little unsure about that. Anyhow, I'll do some research on that and then decide whether or not to list that. I might just not list it because you know, but it's funny because this is shapewear, but you can sell a used bathing suit, you know. Anyhow, but it's all on how you look at it. You know, you know, at first I thought, you know, who would buy, you know, like used lingerie anyways? But people do because it's expensive. And you know, what's the difference if you buy a lingerie or a bathing suit, or you wear a pair of jeans that's right up about next to you too? You know, you wash everything. I wash everything. There's things that I keep for myself. I wash it and dry it, wash it and dry it, usually before I ever even try it on. And then sometimes I'll wash it again if it needs it, but I do wash it twice because it gets all that like kind of like thrifting smell and stuff like that out of it. Just in general, some of the materials hold that more than others. This is called Innermost, but it's a 2-piece, and it's very pretty. It's brand new with tags. I wouldn't say this is a brand that you would maybe typically pick up, but isn't this pretty? I think I will list this as like bridal because it's very pretty. It's a 2-piece, you know, nightgown set. Isn't that beautiful? It's like an off-white, and it is new with tags. It doesn't have on here, I don't think, how much it was new, but that's inner tags, and I haven't priced this out. It was $4. I don't know if I paid the full price or got, and some days I just get 5% off if I take the red bags. On other days, you know, where it's, you know, that's all they have for that bag. But I don't know on that because of that brand. It could be maybe between 15 and 30. I'll guess on that. This was worth picking up. This is beautiful. This is actually new with tags. I keep forgetting that. Victoria's Secret pajama, 2-piece. And I just sold a Victoria's Secret, like, it was used, and it was like the satin leopard print. And it sold, I think, either $20 or $25. I sold a Nick and Nora for like $32. That was animal print with flowers on it. That was like that satin material. It was the long sleeve with the bottoms. However, this is brand new with tags. Look how cute it is. It's heart print. It's got the bottoms, the full length bottoms or whatever. It doesn't have what it was new here. They wanted $4.99. Brand new with tags. I don't know. I think that that should do pretty great. However, even though it's new with tags, and then others sold between like 20 and 30, this might only be 20 to 30 also. It's weird how sometimes that works. I'll try for more, but 40 would probably be about tops. I do know one thing as far as Victoria's Secret brand new with tags. I have a few little t-shirts and like a tank top and things like that. They were brand new with tags. Those do not seem to move very quickly unless maybe it's a real big spell out. They sit for a really long time. Really long time. Do comps before you pick that stuff up. I have some more lingerie. I've been kind of looking at lingerie a little bit more lately. I did do quite a bit of it for a while at different times. This also is a vintage. It was $3.99. This is the vintage gold label. This is more of like a cotton, and it's a nightgown. It's more of like a full length. It's kind of like a pinky peach heather colored. And anyways, that's Victoria's Secret. And I don't know, because I haven't really been pricing the gold label lately, but I'd say that one, this here, I wouldn't think it'd be 15. I think between 20 and 40 maybe. This is Sexy Little Things, which is a Victoria's Secret, and it seems like for some reason these little baby dolls sell for quite a little bit of money, and they sell pretty quickly, the little baby doll look ones. For some reason they seem, at least lately, they've been moving pretty nice. But these are called Sexy Little Things. These sell, well, I had that one going out today for 20, that polka dotted blue one. 15 to 25, maybe 30. You might get 35 out of a few, but that's kind of pushing it. It depends on which site you're selling it on, too. Posh stuff, is priced a little higher than eBay. This is beautiful. It really is. This is a polka dotted teddy. And if you're not exactly sure the difference, a teddy is called when it has the bottom, where it has snaps along the bottom, where it's a one piece. That's what a teddy is, just in case, for some reason you might not have known that. And this is a Victoria's Secret also. It was $3.99. Like I said, I probably got a little off on it, off on the price, but look how pretty that is. It's like a satin polka dot. It's like a pinky peach. This is beautiful. I haven't sold a teddy lately, but the teddies for a while there were selling for a little bit more money. I don't know. I'll have to check comps. Either way, between 15 and 30. And that's a really great return on investment. It's not always like making $50 or $100 on a sale. And with clothing, that's a little bit more of a challenge. Although there's a lot of high-end stuff that you do make that money. And I've made some very nice money on some stuff. I just sold a Harley Davidson vest. It was a women's all leather, full embroidered, beautiful, sleeveless leather vest. And it sold for $100. I think it was $99 on Posh. I think after Posh fees, I made around $70 or $71 for it. But it was beautiful, and I did pay a little bit for that, though, because I knew that was going to be worth something. It was all leather, and it's beautiful. I don't know if I looked up comps first or not, but I paid $20, but I made $50 on that. And but anyhow, but these other sales, they add up really quickly. Like I say, even if you sell 10 items a day where you make $10 profit, that's $100 a day. Times that by 7, that's $700, $2,800 for the month. If that is, the profit. Now, obviously, we're trying to get, more profit than that per sale. However, all of it adds up. It really does. If you can get $15 out of each one, your net profit, that's really great, or 20. But this is a Victoria's Secret, and it's a night, t-shirt, like, like a PJ t-shirt or whatever, sleep shirt or whatever, but it is spelled out. It's purple. I took a chance because I really wasn't sure. I haven't been doing this particular Victoria's Secret, as much as, lately it's like the pajama sets or the cremsies. I'd say between 10 and 20, something like that. But, if you're only spending a few dollars, now some of these items I paid up for, but a lot of the items that I get, I pay like $1. And if you're making a $10 profit, that's a really great return on investment. Really great. And sometimes, like I've mentioned before, and like with that one that's going out today that sold for $6.50 at Forever 21 Plus. Sometimes you want to sell what I call as a loss leader, where you sell a few things cheap because the more activity in your account, the more sales you'll get. It's just how it works. And sometimes you may want to do that and, send a few things out or sell some things, some offers low or accept some low offers, sell it cheaper, sell it cheaper than what you planned on just to get a few other sales. I mean, don't really cut your what you paid for or things like that short that way, but, on a few of those sales. And it makes a difference. This is Mountain Hardwear. I did pay the $5.99 or got the discount. Mountain Hardwear is a really great brand. They do sell men and I think women's too, but seems like I come across mostly men's. Some of their pieces don't go for as much as I thought that they did, like especially check like the short sleeve shirts or buttons up or things, but they're more of like I think like an outwear brand. But this is really nice. It's a vest and it's like fleece and it's got the embroidery here. I think I looked it up at the store and I can't remember what it sold for, but probably between 25 and 40. It's Mountain Hardwear. That's kind of like their little symbol. I don't know if we can see it might not be on the tag. Should be on the tag there. It might be underneath that. I don't know. That's weird that it's not on there, but hopefully. That's weird. I thought that they would have it on there too, on the tag up there. Anyhow, hopefully it's legit. I'll have to do some investigating on that. I would think that it was. I don't know if this one ever gets copied. Some, brands you're going to want to watch out for because there can be some, fakes out there. And I just sometimes don't even buy those brands. Or there's a couple that I do buy, but I really look through a few different, key things to make sure that it is real because you don't want to sell something fake. And I don't think that's ever, the Mountain Hardware's ever been faked. But I will check that out, before I list it because it's not worth getting, a strike against your account or getting accounts shut down if you do very many. I don't sell purses at all for that fact. At all, because I don't know enough about the purses to really authenticate, or maybe if you had a place where you're getting them authenticated. I know that on some sites, I think it's on it's on Posh, pretty sure, and I think eBay might have started it. I don't know for sure, where they'll send it out for authentication first, and then it's worth if you're selling something really high dollar. But I don't mess with, like selling those purses. I tried once when I first started selling because I did not know, and it was a Coach purse, and it was faked, and it got flagged, and I apologized, and they understood her and stuff, but I didn't know. Well, since that time, man, I don't sell any of that. This is a Lululemon. It is really actually kind of neat because it's almost like I don't know, like a geometric print, not really a tie-dye, but almost. I'll have to check it out. If you're not familiar with it on your phone, you can take a picture of something and then download the Google Lens app, or you may even have it just in your photo editor. I have it in the photo editor. Either there is because I've downloaded the app. I don't know which, was there first. But anyhow, which way. But if you take a picture of it and you push a Google Lens, it'll bring up stuff that looks like it. And sometimes it might be another brand. You got to watch that. But a lot of times it'll be the actual brand, and then you can get the keywords and use that in like your titles. And for a long time I didn't take time to do that. I didn't take time to look for keywords and things like that because I thought it was a waste of time. However, I think it is worth it, and I've been doing it more now, and it does seem like it, and the keywords do seem to make a difference, and especially on Posh. Now remember, if you're looking that stuff up, you come across some stock photos, don't use them on eBay. A lot of people I know use them on Posh, and I don't know exactly where their policy is on that, but on eBay, you don't want to use no stock photos, but you can use the keywords like, to describe the item. It's not like I don't copy and paste, and I don't know if you should do that, but what it is and how to describe it. If you're not familiar with Lululemon, which probably you are if you've been thrifting very long, but this is their little symbol, just in case, if you're new to thrifting. I didn't know at first, some of these, I had to learn all these brands, I don't know if you can really see it. There it is. There, you can see a little bit more there. And you got to watch it because Champion symbol, Champion Sportswear is kind of similar to it. Be really cautious when you are thrifting, but this is a Lululemon, and they have like what's called a rip out tag. And so that means you have to look up sizing, but sometimes on Lululemon, in the hem will have more information, and sometimes you got to really look because it might be like almost imprinted, you know, there. But this one I don't think has it, but sometimes it'll have more detail there. And when you're looking for a Lululemon, it could be here, whether it's a sweatshirt or a shirt or a t-shirt. It could be here on the bottom, one of the bottom corners. I don't know if it's always on the front or not. When it's like leggings or, you know, sweatpants or something like that, it's usually above, you know, the rear, or it could be down on the leg. That's how you kind of look for it. And if you find the pants, you can look in the little pocket inside, that little tiny pocket. I would call like maybe a coin pocket. It'll have maybe a little size tag in there, a little round white sticker. It might say 4 or whatever size it is. This is a Free People. I really suggest looking at comps on Free People before you pay very much for it, because it's all over. Some pieces sit for a really long time and don't sell at all, or hardly for nothing. Or other pieces sell for quite a little money and sell quickly. I think it depends on the style or maybe how new it is. This I think I only paid $1 for it. This is a very neat blazer. Blazers I normally don't pick up. I kind of stop unless it's like high dollar, you know, like St. John, not St. John Bay, but St. John knit, or it might just say St. John, or some White House Black Market, you know, does sell. I don't necessarily go out of my way looking for that, but, you know, sometimes I'll pick them up. And then another one is like the Ralph Lauren that looks kind of like a horse riding jacket, where it would be like a solid bright red or blue, and it'll have like a contrasting maybe black collar, and they're a little longer. Sometimes it'll have the embroidery. Those go for a little bit. But this summer, blazers are trending. I think a lot of the longer blazers are what they call a shacket. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a shirt that kind of looks like a jacket, but kind of looks like a shirt, and you're not really sure. I don't know. They call it jacket. And I didn't even know if that was really something in that, but I heard a couple different resellers use it, and then when I typed it, either on the computer or on my phone, it didn't spell check it. It must be. Anyhow, I wasn't familiar with that. Isn't that funny? This is a Free People. This is adorable. It's almost like a polka dot, and inside it's like striped. However, I don't think it's reversible. But I think some of them were showing like more of the fitted, you know, waist jacket. This looks a little bit more like fall winter though, because it's got like a tweed here. But I don't know. I think it's pretty. And for that price, it was worth picking up. But it's really cute. See how it's kind of like got that, you know, there. Kind of reminds you like the Fred Flintstone, or maybe like a king or queen crown where it has some little black, you know, things are, you know, dots on their crown where it's white. It's not exactly, it's not a polka dot, but it's that dot. I don't know what that's called. If you know what that's called, write it in the comments. Anyhow, may you've enjoyed this video today. Like I always say, one of the biggest keys for selling on eBay or Posh or probably any of the sites, the more you list every day, the more you'll sell every day. I always say list, list, list. And it's just a given. It doesn't matter how many listings you already have, although, you know, that factors in a little bit, obviously. You know, you're going to have more chances to sell. But if you have a ton of listings up and you haven't listed for a while, your sales are usually tank. The more you list every day, volume, the more you sell. And I don't know if it's true. I don't know if I've heard other resellers say this, or you know, kind of observing this. But let's say that you sell or you list 30 pieces a day, which I know that's an astronomical lot, especially when it comes to clothes, because they take time. It seems like you know, if you were doing that consistency, seems like you'll usually sell about half, maybe 15 a day. That's how many sales. And I don't know if that's true, but it just kind of seems like it. That means if you're selling or listing 20 a day, you may sell 10 a day or a little less. You know, somewhere like that. And, you know, it just, I don't know if that's true, but it kind of seems like it. All I know is the more you can make yourself list, you know, per day, the more you'll sell every day. And that's how come sometimes you got to look for the bread and butter brands, because you don't always find a ton of volume of just all the high, you know, dollar brands. And there's a lot of bread and butter brands that sell. Look at that plus size floral shirt that sold for $20 today. That's a Jones, New York. You know, in smaller sizes, that wouldn't be something that, you know, would necessarily sell that brand. However, floral is trending too, though. You know, that sold. You know, it just, you gotta, you know, you gotta be able to buy some of the bread and butter too. If you're gonna do volume, if you're going to want to sell volume. Unless you just absolutely have access to a lot of really high-end brands or, you know, really trending stuff, that's excellent. But otherwise, when you're just out generally thrifting, you need to, you know, pick up both. Anyhow, hopefully you've enjoyed this video today. May you get some really great valuable content out of it. Many prosperous sales to you. Have a blessed day. Thank you.